cracking today. Huge stub making opportunity right now on the new content. Look at the margins on these players. They're juicy. They're very, very good. It's time to flip. That's right. I'm an anti-flipper, but when the margins are right, when the market is right, I gotta come here and let you guys know how to make some stubs. Now, I have over 4 million stubs probably. If I had to guess, probably 5 mil plus, honestly, with all my investments right now. I have 860K right now. Now, flipping, it's a patient process. You gotta know what to do and how to do it. So I'm gonna walk you through what I would be doing right now if I wasn't lazy and if I wasn't already rich. You know, I'm fine playing fantasy baseball with roster updates. I'm good. But if I needed some stubs, if I wanted some stubs, if I was motivated to get a lot of stubs, this is what I would be doing right now. So first off, find a guy with good margins. Hello, Mr. Max Clark. Now, I wouldn't put a buy order in just yet, but I'm going to just to see if it goes through. And then I'm going to look up Max Clark on the companion app. All right, I looked him up. I'm looking at him now. I'm going to the completed section. Max Clark is flying off of the shelf. Yeah, he's flying off the shelf, man. This guy's selling like hotcakes. The amount of him that's been sold in the last couple of minutes is very, very high. There's at least 4 or 5 of them sold or bought every single minute. Now, you might have to babysit your buy orders a little bit, but that's okay because when this goes through, and you should always undercut by 1. I'm just a little lazy right here. But when this goes through, obviously I'm buying them for 28K, and then you would come in here and sell them for 1 stub less. You'd make a 3,700 stub profit. That's insane. But it looks like there's a pretty competitive bidding war going on. Somebody might actually want him for their team. It's probably smarter to let this order go through. Yeah, there's a bit of a bidding war, so I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple seconds. Now I'm gonna go to the next guy, Colson Montgomery. Colson Montgomery, very good margins. You know how? You're buying him for $36,000 and you're selling him and you're making about a little over 2,000 stubs per flip. Now, I don't like flipping guys that are super expensive like this usually, but if we look at his completed orders, he's also being bought and sold pretty regularly. Not as much as Max Clark, though. I think Max Clark is probably a better guy to be flipping, considering, guess what? The order went through. Max Clark is flying off like a hotcake. And just like that, we made over 2,000 stubs once that sells. Colson Montgomery, only one of him is being sold or bought every single minute. Look at that, 2,000 stubs made on Max Clark. And you know what that means? Somebody break out the soap because we're going to rinse and repeat. The stub method is really, really good. Robert Suarez, holy margins is what you got to ask yourself. Now let's take a look. Got to look at his completed orders, see how fast he's moving. He's moving fast, man. This guy is flying off of the shelf. You want to put in a bunch of buy orders right here and see if they go through. And then basically just monitor. Now we got Tariq Skubal. Very good margins right here for sure. So this is another guy you want to be flipping. If we go to his completed section, he's selling definitely, but not as fast as some of these other guys. Look at that. Buy order from Max Clark completed again. Gotta be patient with some of this stuff, all right? Now come in and you would sell him, and bam, another 2K just was made. Now, do this on the companion app. Don't even do this on console at all. Bam, look at that. 4,000 stubs has been made in the span of 3 seconds of me even doing anything. And look at that. See, look, right now, there's one buy order for 28K. And then it goes to 26. Don't be the dummy. Let that order go through. Don't be this guy that just put it in for 29K. Are you sick in the head? He is. Now, do this all on the companion app. Don't do it on here. Actually, you could do it on here if you want. Let me tell you what. This is what the stub method is. That was just to show that it works. Bam, wham, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, it works. Pull up the companion app. Just filter it by nothing. Don't even filter it at all. Just start scrolling down. Find the margins on the companion app, kind of like I just demonstrated. And if you find a guy that you like, you click on him in the app, then you go to completed. Make sure he's selling pretty hot. He's being bought and sold pretty frequently. And then put in an order. Then go to the next guy. Put in an order for him. Then go to the next guy. Put in an order for him. And do that for every single person that you see has a good margin. And meets the criteria of being bought and sold pretty frequently. If they're not bought or sold, at least once every minute or two, then it's not going to be a good flip opportunity. Trust me, you'll get undercut. The order won't go through. So put in the orders for the guys that are selling quick, and then let it, don't let it sit, because you're going to be probably putting in. If you do that, if you go name by name and find the guys that are actually good to flip, then you'll probably have about at least 10 guys that are selling fast right now. that are just 99s. There's probably going to be more than that. Probably like 25, 30 guys right now are great to be flipping, especially if you look at these guys. Like these 97s, holy, I'd be flipping these fast, especially the guys that are going to be selling hot like Lewis Gill. I mean, great opportunity right here to make a lot of stubs. So once you have a lot of orders in, you know, then you start looking at your completed orders section. Go to completed orders and you'll see who you actually bought. Now you're going to want to look up those guys by name and put in the sell orders for anyone that was bought. But before you do that, depending on how much time you want to let go by, depending on how many stubs you have excess, the ones that don't go through, you can go in there and cancel them, you know, preferably from the bottom, because those are the ones that have been sitting there the longest, and the ones at the top don't. So you can do this on console. On console is the fastest way to cancel orders. So that's what I would recommend there for sure. And that's basically the whole method, you know. Work the market, flip the guys that are moving fast, and make a hell of a killing. Look at that, man. Look at the margins. Oh, Max Clark, I'm not going to be sick, man. I'm going to be in my feels out. I mean, Max Clark, he's selling hot like a hot cake. Get excited. You know, this ain't fantasy baseball. I know it's a little bit tedious, but you can make, I mean, with these margins that I'm seeing, if you have a stub count like me, which you should if you're a member for sure, become a member, you'll get tons of stubs really fast for such a $2, $3 a month. It's free money that I'm printing you. You'll have this many stubs, and when you have this many stubs, you can put in, you know, 100 flip orders in an hour, or in a, you know, and then you'll make 200K stubs in 1 hour doing this. So I mean, this is a really solid stub making method right now. Do it while you can. And that's all the advice I got for you guys right now. I just worked a couple 12-hour shifts. I hope you guys appreciate the support. Smash the like button. Please subscribe. And peace out. Thanks for watching. Buy, hold, sell. Drops tomorrow.